Gotta be you. It's officially Friday night. We're getting into it. It's cover song night, and we're gonna rock out into the Bible later on, so make sure you stick around. I think we have a little Zabrowski moment coming up. Can we get it? Joanne, I'm gonna leave you in the background for a minute. How's everybody doing? Day 1796 in a row of the longest running daily variety
I was
show.
walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and know my living.
The Mark
I look into the
Inspire Show. So guys, we're 4 days away. Well, 3 because we already started today's show. We are just 3 days away from the 1800th day in a row live. It's pretty exciting to get to 1800. It'll be sad to leave the 1700s. Every time I leave one of the hundreds, it's kind of sad because I'll never do this again. I heard something recently that I thought was very interesting. They said you go through many deaths before your last death. And I was like, that's weird. What do you mean by that? And what the gentleman was saying is, every time you do something for the last time, a piece of you dies. And so when you finally get to the final death, most people just don't care anymore. They've had so much loss that the final one doesn't really matter as much. It does to everybody else. It does to all the people around that are viewing that person, but the person itself, they've kind of exhausted it. And I think it's because they've had all this series of deaths, these losses along the way. The last time you camped, you know what I mean? The last time you stayed at your parents' house. Weird things like this. These are all little deaths in your life. The final time you did that thing. And the final time I'll be at day 1796 in a row. The final day time I'll be at the 1700s. And so a piece of me dies in a weird way, you know? Every 100 days of this show, some new series or some songs are brought to the world. And I think that you could see the progression of how someone has worked for something and how abilities continue to grow if you work at them. And if you listen to my music from the beginning to now, it sounds similar, very similar, but things have gotten just better and better because every day I'm playing. So I wanted to show you guys something. We have a Zabrowski here for a woohoo. I told you I started making wood picks. And this is something I'm going to start selling. I got, wood stands for the guitars, for the BeatSeat. I invented the only drum for guitar players. I'll play that for you tonight. You'll see it all night. But the new pick thing, I'm always losing my picks. And I was like, got this awesome wood. What do we do when we have all this awesome wood? Do we just start using it, right? I'm going to be making tables and stuff. I don't know. I'm just thinking about doing everything with this wood. But then I got all these little scrap pieces lying around of beautiful wood. And so today, here's another example. Olive wood. It's like $50 a foot, square foot, like a linear foot. And it's not really, it's per board foot. 40 to $50. So I got a couple small little straggled pieces around. I made myself 2 picks already today. Let me see if you can see. You're not really able to see it well, but over here you guys can. Olive wood. This is beautiful wood. And Zabrowski, you're about to hit us. There you go. About to hit us with a woohoo, Zabrowski. I'm going to point to you, buddy. I want to hear a good woohoo. Woohoo! Zabrowski. He always does us proud. So look at this. These 2 are olive wood. They're slightly different just because everyone's going to be a little bit unique, but they're all... These 2 are olive wood. These 2 are burl wood. And like I said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to probably make a ton of these and then sell them by the 10 or something like that. Because really, they'll last forever. If you don't throw your picks, last forever. We're going to try one of the new ones tonight. This is the olive wood. Haven't even finished it. In fact, let's just do a little more 1-2 Magoo in it. Because we want to make sure I'm sanding it right here. I'm sanding it now before we play with it. So it's cover song night. If you guys have any requests you'd like to see, Yeah, Wharton, it's the most beautiful stuff, and it's from Italy. It's only available, like, I don't know if this is a lie. It probably was a lie, the guy told me, because you can only get it like one time a year. I'm like, now I'm realizing that sounds stupid because it's wood. It comes from a tree. You could get it any time of the year. But he's like, you could only get it. He got it, and he's like, nobody has this. And then when I bought it, I was like, you know what? I'll get enough to make one beat seat. I did. I'll show it to you guys. It's, oh no. That one I just cracked. I said they last forever, and then I cracked that one. Let's just go with this one. This is the other one that I made today. Make me a variety pack. That's what I'm thinking, A-Plays. I don't guitar, but I want to pick just for fun. A-Plays, you rock. So glad to see you here from the top of the show. It's cover song night. If you guys are interested at all in what I'm doing here, I'm playing music all by myself on the first and only drum for guitar players. I invented it in 2013, patented it, and now there's only one place in the world you can get one. It's at BeatSeat.rocks. In 2019, I went to Summer NAMM, and the BeatSeat was selected Editor's Choice. So this is a real deal instrument. This is something that the people who run NAMM, which is the National Association of Music Merchants, there's basically like everybody, Martin, Gibson, Yamaha, anybody you could think of in the music industry, Korg, they're all there showing their new products. And my product, some no-man, some guy up in the Northeast, some guy who just thought of something because he needed a solution to a problem, was selected Editor's Choice. Now the problem is I'm just some small guy up here just like this with a show who's live every single day, but I don't have the ability to get the thing out there like grand, It's kind of tough because when you create a better mousetrap, the people that have the mousetrap don't want you to be found. And that's where I'm at right now. I got 5 more years on my patent, and I have to get it to explode by then, or else everybody's going to steal it and just do it on their own. So I do appreciate you guys spreading the word about the BeatSeat, letting people know about it, because I'd really like the credit for it. I mean, I get the credit, but I may not get any of the the financial benefits that come along with inventing the most powerful drum on the planet, just because I'm not able to market it properly. This is how I market it. I go live with it every single day and play music. And so stick around. If you do like it, go to BeatSeat.rocks, and you can see it there. You can pick up, there's lots of models there, and you'll see her sitting on one. Her, H-E-R, she's got a model, and her drummer is one of our, I wouldn't say he's one of our artists because we don't pay him, but he has a BeatSeat. He loves it. And he said very nice things about it on the BeatSeat website or on BeatSeat YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel and just type in the BeatSeat. You'll see it. And Carrington Brown is his name. He spoke very highly of the BeatSeat. And he plays it. If you go and check out Vivo and type in her, you'll see him playing it like 5 different times. That's pretty sick. Okay, here we go, guys. I like a little thicker, and plus this one I sprayed, so it's got a little more pop to it. All right, we're getting in here. I got a song I want to play you guys. I was thinking about this one when I was getting ready for the show. It's a good one to start with, too. So this is how it works. Anybody who's new, I'm just going to open up this page called E-Chords, and it allows me to look at the chords. And then I can just play these songs for you that I haven't heard in 20 plus years. So if you do have any requests you'd like to see or hear, make sure you pop them into the screen. Head over to YouTube, people on TikTok. I appreciate you. YouTube is where you're going to see it better, you're going to hear it better, and you'll see the BeatSeat, the only drum in the world for guitar players. I invented it. Like I said, I've been telling you about that, but I'm trying to vamp here to get to the song. Here we go. Here we go. I found it. Joanne, stop the wheezing back there. All right, guys. This tune, I don't know if you know it. Hopefully you do. I like it. Here we go. 1998, The Way, Tony Scalzo. Redone in 2023 by Mark... By Mark who, Joanne? It's either Mark Inspires or Mark Pires. I mean, the thing is, it's a little complicated. Because I'm Mark Inspires when I go live to do this show, but all the songs I write under Mark Pires, you have to take the INS out. and type in Mark Pires to see any of my music on Spotify. And that's got to be a little weird if people are watching me every day as Mark Inspires, and then you go to YouTube or you go to Spotify and you're like, oh, I want to hear some of his songs, and then it's not popping up because you're like, there's nothing there for Mark Inspires. So just always remember, take INS off on Spotify and you get my music. So
1998, The Way. Redone in 2023 by Mark Pires. And I'm Casey Kasem.
Sometimes Casey Kasem comes back during cover night.
They left before the sun came up that day, and exit to eternal summer slacking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank of the wine and they started talking. They had more important things to say, But when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? And anyone can see the road they walk on is gold. That's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy here today. The children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where were they going without ever knowing where? Everyone can see everyone paved with gold. It's always summer, never get cold, never get hungry, never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happier here today. The children woke up, they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where they're going without ever knowing the way.
Hopefully you approve. So that is a song called Fastball. Or, no, Fastball is the name of the band. The name of the song is Where Were You Going? Where is it? What's it called again? No Way? Fastball. I think it's called Fastball, actually. Now, hold on, I'm not. It's called The Way by Fastball. I got one for you. I play this one because I love this song. When I was a kid, this is one of my favorite songs. I was like maybe I was like 9 or 10 years old when this song came out. So when you're a kid, you don't care about whether or not something's like pop or who the artist is. You like the song for the melody. And there's a reason, because this is a cover song. I did not know that when I listened to this as a kid. You may not have known it either. When you hear it right now, you may not know who the hell Tommy James was. I didn't know who Tommy James was.
Tommy James, I Think We're Alone Now.
What year is this? I don't even see it. I Think We're Alone Now, one of my favorite songs ever. Where is my capo? Joanne, did you eat it again? She's classic for eating my capos, guys. I have them, and then I don't. And then we're like, where did they go? Joanne's going, bleh. Can't do the song if we don't have a capo, Joanne. Is that why you eat them? You don't like it when I play I Think We're Alone Now by Tommy James? And the Tommy James and the Cordettes? I gotta have a freaking capo here that Joanne didn't get to yet, you know? Like, it's gotta be. You know, the problem is with capo, it's weird looking, the shape, and like it hides. I have no idea where it is. I found it, guys. It was underneath, and this is something we have to still talk about. I'll show you that later, but I'm making my own ice cream now. Not even joking. Like, ridiculous. It's better than the ice cream I get from the store. So, if you don't know much about me, I make pizzas. I made donuts. That was another thing I did for a while. Now I'm making ice cream. I make picks. I invented the BeatSeat. I make BeatSeats. I'm wielding things. You give me like a table saw and a couple pieces of wood, it's a wrap. I'm doing something. All right. So this tune, guys, I love. I hope you enjoy it. This is, here we go.
1967, Tommy James and the Shondells. I Think We're Alone Now. Redone in 2023 by Mark Pires. And I'm Casey Gage.
Sometimes you really gotta push that case in at the end.
the other way.